Okay, we are back again for another COVID cabal. Wait, I didn't put on my Wi-Fi, did I? One second there, guys. All right. Now we're good. Getting the connection going. What's going on, people? What's happening? You guys have a good weekend? You guys like the energy shift these last couple of days? It's been good. It's been overall pretty good. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I've been getting tons and tons of questions from you guys. So I'm going to try to hit them all. I got a list here for them. But first, we got to start off with our usual. Okay, so this one goes out to one of our followers here, Alex. Alex is a Kiwi, so he'd appreciate, I think, us to honor the great nation of New Zealand, the great cabal outpost of New Zealand, which with its creepy prime minister, but with its Sauvignon Blanc. So we have two days of New Zealand. The next one we're going to be doing a Pinot Noir and a Cabernet, I believe a Cabernet or Merlot. I can't remember what I got. But today we're focusing on what made New Zealand famous, which is Sauvignon Blanc. Now, guys, I got to be honest here. I'm not a big fan of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc to me is the most generic wine in the world. It's extremely, it's got a extreme flavor to it, which I don't have any issue with that, right? And it is true that it's very predictable. Like when you get New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, if you don't know a lot about wine, you're going to be getting what you're thinking you're going to be getting. It's kind of like Malbec for red wine, but Malbec to me is much more forgivable. I don't know. People in the wine industry have been waiting for the inevitable moment where people get tired of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc and there's a market correction. And it hasn't happened yet. It's pretty amazing. So one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to compare a kind of standard brand New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, Coates Brook, about like $11, $12 maybe, with the famous Cloudy Bay. Okay, so just in case you guys didn't know about it, Cloudy Bay was founded by a guy named David Honan, and he was out in Western Australia. Basically, this little location in New Zealand called Marlborough, which is at the very northern tip of the Southern Islands. So let's see here. Show you right here. Very northern tip of the Southern Islands. And this little section right here, produces half the wine in New Zealand. Okay? And the preponderance is Sauvignon Blanc. Now, this is an interesting little microclimate. It has very, very long, it's very dry. So actually water is a bit of an issue for the area. That's probably the biggest threat. So irrigation in recent years has been a big thing. But it has a very, very long growing season, and very often very dry autumns. So despite the fact that it might have been too cool under normal circumstances, they actually get a good amount of sun here, so you can actually have ripening. So, yeah, I'm really interested to try this because Cloudy Bay, this is like the famous brand from New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. And kind of like with the Vino Verdes, I'm just wondering, is it actually worth the price? Because the Cloudy Bay, I think, was over $30. Like, that's expensive. It's over twice as much as your regular New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. So I want to see this. I want to see, is there any power behind the brand Cloudy Bay? Are they just coasting? What's the story here? So this is the Coates Brook, which actually has a little bit of sugar in it. I can tell. So guys, the big thing to understand about New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, I'm going to try Irish wine. Salman, if you can find me some Irish wine, I guess I'll try it. But I would be surprised if a single vine could even produce fruit in Ireland. It's so cloudy there. So, so, the thing about New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc in general, it has this thing called pyrazine in it. It's actually a compound in Sauvignon Blanc, and it actually elevates the more cloud. I think either the more cloudy or the more sunny the conditions. I think it's the more sunny the conditions, the more it kind of pops out, and it goes anywhere from tasting like grass to tasting like cat piss. I'm not joking. Like kind of is like smells like cat piss. It's a very very strong phenolic compound. Dude, I'm feeling the Mars energy. I'm feeling it. I'm loving it. I'm loving the Mars energy. So you can tell they added just a little bit of sugar to this Coatesbrook. This is the kind of thing you get like by the glass at some crappy restaurant. Let's try the Cloudy Bay though. Cloudy Bay. Let's see. This is the famous Cloudy Bay, guys. The place that started it all. Okay. All right, guys. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. But it's actually good. It's actually good. It's actually a little different. It's actually a little bit. It's actually like significantly better than the Coatesbrook. So it's not a LARP. Okay, maybe it's not worth the money, but it's actually like pretty good. There's like a smokiness to it. You know, you can tell you're drinking Sauvignon Blanc, but it's not that kind of cheap in your face stuff that the Coatesbrook has. Yeah, it's still probably not worth it, but I do have to say that I'm happy. You know, I'm happy that I didn't spend happy to spend like 30 something dollars on a on that. Do I support the IRA? Oh man, are you asking me that because I'm Patrick? My name's Patrick. Is that why you're asking me that? Look, buddy, I'm Anglo. I'm Anglo. So you tell me, do I support the IRA? No, I think it's a complicated issue. I think it's a complicated issue. You know, I think it's a complicated issue. I understand. I'm Irish and I'm Anglo, and I understand. Uh, you know, the angst about it, especially since we know the situation with though. Once you look at it from that side of things, then it's a little bit